Coming up on OU Nightly, a packed student section causes problems during Saturday night's game.
And we have some rain showers on the way towards Norman. I'll have more on that coming up.
And new information out of Morocco, where the search for earthquake survivors continues. This is OU Nightly.
Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Spencer Plato.
And I'm Mecca Thompson. We begin tonight with two hot topics from Saturday's football game.
Up first, big questions about a guest in attendance. OU Nightly sports reporter Abby Williams has offensive coordinator Jeff Lebby's regular weekly press conference today where he addressed the question. She joins us now live. Abby?
Today, OU offensive coordinator Jeff Lebby apologized for the people who felt uncomfortable by his father-in-law. Art Biles on the field post-game. Briles took the former Baylor Bears head coach, was fired in 2016 after allegations came out that he and others inside the football program hid sexual assault allegations against some players. Today, students on campus say this is a hard line to draw for Lebby, but do not believe that he should have been allowed on the field.
I don't think it's right that he's on the field distributed to Baylor. I don't think we should associate ourselves with anything like that. I think OU has a really good program running, and Venables has to hold himself to a higher standard than that.
Thank you.
Good time.
Could I get your name really quick?
After Saturday night's game, Lebby defended his father-in-law on the field. Today, during media availability, there was a complete different tone. Take a listen.
He's my father-in-law. That's a grandfather to my two kids. So he was down with our entire family after the game, well after the game, but he was down there and with the entire family.
I think there's going to be people that have trouble squaring that a little bit because of his.
Yeah, well, that again, he's with his entire family. That's my father-in-law. That's a grandfather to my two kids. I do want to correct some reports that claimed he had a sideline pass. There was not a sideline pass given out. He was actually on the field only when other families were down there and were present.
Head coach Brent Venables and athletic director Joe Castiglione both said that they were not aware of the situation, but that they were disappointed and that it shouldn't have happened. Live from Gaylord Memorial, Abby Williams, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Abby. The other fallout from Saturday's game, overcrowding near the student section. Some say the lines were so long it was dangerous, and others were upset about not finding seats. OU Nightly's Noah Mack looked into the issue and is live with the story. Noah?
Now, the stadium is empty right now, but it was anything but on Saturday night. Arguably, the space that was the most crowded was the student section.
It was standing room only at last weekend's football game.
Chaotic. I don't think there's any other better way to describe it at that point.
The student section is known for its clamorous crowds, but Saturday's game, the crowd got dangerous. Senior Addie Weitzel said the woman sitting next to her just needed a drink, but couldn't find her way through the sea of students.
She actually got trapped on the stairs on her way down to get her water and actually ended up passing out.
And that wasn't the only incident. Freshman Cooper Whitaker said the girl sitting next to him passed out too, and getting her out was no easy feat.
Since the line is so big, it took him so long to get him out. But yeah, that game was a lot of people.
Weitzel said she thinks overselling tickets is the source of the issue.
They say sophomore, junior, seniors are guaranteed, but how come the freshmen are participating in a lottery and I don't know a single one that hasn't gotten a season ticket?
Other students have pointed to a lack of checking student tickets at the gates. The source of the issue is still unclear, but one thing is clear. This issue persists.
We reached out to OUPD and the OU ticket office, and we haven't heard back a comment from them yet. Reporting live from campus, Noah Mack, OU Nightly.
Now today we're definitely feeling those cooler temperatures and getting some relief from the heat.
That's right, and a few showers are popping up. OU Nightly's meteorologist Sam Patterson joins us now for a check on the rain. Sam?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We had a really hot game this weekend, but as you can see across the state, temperatures are way cooler here in Norman right now, 73 degrees, and we're seeing 60s as you head northwest away from the metro. You can see over the last 24 hours, again, northwest temperatures nearly 30 degrees cooler than what we saw yesterday, and even down to the southeast. Same story there. Now, again, you said we have some showers in the area, and that's exactly right. You can see a few in the area right now. We have Dylan Stroko, OU Nightly meteorologist Dylan Stroko, live in the field reporting for us. Dylan, you got anything out there for us right now?
Well, I can tell you right now, it's drizzling a little bit out here, not too bad. Temperatures are definitely feeling better though, much better. It is definitely not as hot. But as we look at the radar, we're going to dive this in, and we're going to see that we have the heaviest rain is out west of us right now, north of Lawton. We're seeing some showers near Chickasha as well. These are all going to be moving east towards our area. But right now, it's just a little bit of a drizzle here on campus. Sam, back to you.
Thanks, Dylan. And same story across the rest of the state. A lot of rain further towards the north. But as we get further towards the west, a little bit lighter. We might have some showers coming back. Ladies?
Thank you, Sam. Today we honor and remember the innocent lives lost in New York City on September 11, 2001, following the tragic terrorist attack on the Twin Towers early that morning just before 8 a.m.
Mournful Americans honor the nearly 3,000 people who perished when 4 hijacked planes crashed into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and a field in Pennsylvania. As memorial events take place across the nation, a heightened sense of awareness emerges for those who displayed remarkable acts of heroism on that tragic day.
The degrees of cancer are growing, and the cost of treatment is growing.
Those first responders are still struggling with health effects of handling toxic debris and materials at Ground Zero. These 341 New York City firefighters, paramedics, and civilian support staff have died as a result of post-9/11 illnesses. Exposure to dust at the World Trade Center linked to heightened risk of cardiovascular and respiratory disease.
It's the people who aren't dying but are sick, and they're not living but they're alive. And no one measures that loss.
With each passing year, the list of first responders who succumbed to post-9/11 illnesses continues to rise. The names continually added to the World Trade Center Memorial Wall. In New York, I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
We remember and will forever respect the fallen heroes that sacrificed their lives that day. The Biden administration just announced a prison swap deal with Iran. Abby Williams has the story and the rest of today's national headlines from the News Center.
5 Americans detained in Iran are cleared to come back to the States in a prisoner swap. The deal includes a blanket waiver for international banks to transfer $6 billion in frozen Iranian funds without any U.S. sanctions. The administration also agreed to release 5 Iranian citizens held in the U.S. as part of the exchange. In Pennsylvania, law enforcement are still searching for Danilo Cavalcante, a convicted killer who escaped jail 12 days ago. Pennsylvania police believe Cavalcante is still in the area. According to CNN, he has been spotted over 10 times in the state. Police say the reward for any information leading to the killer's arrest now sits at $25,000. And in Morocco, 2,800 people are dead after a 6.8 magnitude earthquake shook the foothills of the Atlas Mountains on Friday. According to a humanitarian agency, 100,000 children are impacted by this earthquake. Friday's earthquake is the most deadly to hit this region since the 5.8 1960 Moroccan earthquake that killed over 12,000. And on the COVID-19 front, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration just gave the green light for the updated Moderna and Pfizer vaccine as cases continue to rise in the U.S. Spencer and Mecca.
The nation's largest strike is underway, and it's targeting big-name companies in the auto industry.
Plus, a well-known jelly company just struck a deal with the creators of your favorite sweet treat.
OU Nightly will be right back.
A possible United Auto Workers strike could cause vehicle prices to skyrocket. OU Nightly's Kaylee Carnine has the warning for consumers in today's Money Matters.
Spencer Mecca, the president of United Auto Workers, wants to avoid a strike and come to a conclusion. Workers are fighting for restored pensions, increased wages, and protections against job losses as companies like General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis shift their focus to electric vehicles. This would be the nation's largest labor strike in 25 years and may cost the U.S. economy $5 billion. And according to Gas Buddy, prices at the pump could cost you more before they drop. Gas Buddy experts say here in the state, prices could go up 50 cents to $1 over the next few days. Right now, according to AAA, prices in Cleveland County are $3.72. A week ago, they were at $3.47. The reason for the increase, the demand of gas after Labor Day and problems at refineries. And let's talk snacks. There's a new sheriff in town for the Twinkie the Kid. J.M. Smuckers announced today they're buying Hostess. The $5.6 billion deal has investors celebrating. Hostess shares soared. Hostess declared bankruptcy in 2012, but was kept alive by two private equity firms. And if you're looking for a way to buy your Twinkies and gas, you might want to invest in a lottery ticket. If you win, you could put $522 million in your pocket. Spencer, Mecca.
A new club on campus is accepting new members, and if you're a fan of sports, this one's for you.
And we'll get another check at that forecast before your evening commute.
And we got some weather in the area and more on the way. I'll have more on that coming up. Well, clouds and rain have really been the story of today. A live look at campus. You can still see those clouds up ahead. We had our OU meteorologist Dylan Stroko out a little bit ago. Still has some drizzle going on. Probably the same story right now. And temperatures way down. Right now in Norman, 73 degrees. Dew point right about 60 degrees. So not too bad outside. And looking at the last 24 hours, we've already seen some rain here in the metro. But again, further towards the northwest, that's where we're starting to see those higher amount of precip. But we do have increased precipitation chances tonight here in the metro. Oklahoma City seeing a 90% chance. Norman, 70% across the majority of the rest of the state. Same story there, not too bad. So if you like rain, tonight is the way to go. Starting about 5 o'clock tonight, you can see some showers right through the I-35 corridor here in the metro. Those will clear out overnight. Still going to have some lingering cloud coverage throughout the night. Starting off tomorrow morning, more clouds. Shouldn't be any rainfall, maybe a few scattered showers here or there. And your planner for tomorrow, again, starting off in the low mid 60s. And as we head in towards the afternoon, high of about 75 degrees. But again, continuing rain chances throughout the day is really the main storyline for us tomorrow. Now heading Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, temperatures are going to close in on the upper 50s for our low starting Wednesday morning. Noon, temperatures going back up towards the 70s. Could see some showers out further towards the west. That high on Wednesday going to be upper 70s. Still better than what we have seen. And then here comes Thursday morning. Same story there. We're going to have some morning rain showers continuing throughout the day. Heavier showers will probably be further toward the north in Oklahoma near the Enid area. And again, Thursday night, low around 60, in the low 60s, maybe into the 50s, and continuing rainfall for us there. Friday morning, same story. So we're just doing shower, rinse, repeat here as we enter this the month of September. It's Friday morning, 62 showers again, scattered across the state. And as we head throughout Friday afternoon, scattered showers continuing. Temperatures closing in on 80s. I don't think we'll break into the 80s for us on Friday, but on Saturday, we could push into those 80s for the first time over the next several days, and we're going to warm up, cool down overnight again into Sunday morning. Going to be a pretty nice Sunday morning starting off at 70 degrees. Tuesday again, high 73. Wednesday, Thursday into those 70s. Rain chances do persist from Tuesday through Saturday. So it's not too bad. It's a lot better than what we have seen temperature-wise, but I mean, hopefully the rain goes away soon. And it should be a pretty nice day for us on Sunday, on Saturday if we head to Tulsa for the football game.
Yeah, it was a nice break, not sweating on my walk to class this morning.
I can say the Oklahoma weather is a little inconsistent, so I'm hoping it stays for the time
Hopefully
being.
we stay in those 70s.
The OU Fencing Club is accepting new members to join the team. Members learn how to fence, practice against teammates, and compete in tournaments. All fencing equipment is provided at practice or can be borrowed from Sarkey's Fitness Center. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, the captain of the club says this unique sport is open to everyone. Practices are held every Tuesday through Friday at 4:30 in Sarkey's Fitness Center.
The NFL kicked off this weekend and several Sooners shined.
And shocker, OU softball has been honored once again. OU Nightly Sports' Britton Ross has more.
The Oklahoma Sooners are 2-0 after sending the SMU Ponies back to Dallas with a loss. And one Sooner started week 3 on a losing streak off the field, hitting a roadblock after Saturday's win. We'll have the full story right after this. Hello, I'm Britton Ross, and it's time for sports. Oklahoma football returned under the lights Saturday night against SMU. OU Nightly's Kaylee Carnine has a full report on the game.
This Saturday, the Sooners were only up 3 points against SMU's Pony Express near the end of the fourth quarter. Dylan Gabriel was able to connect with Jalil Farouk for a touchdown to extend the lead. Justin Harrington was able to seal the Sooner win after intercepting the ball with 1:40 to go. Final score 28-11.
Well, it wasn't quite the shutout Sooners saw last week, but ultimately OU was able to rein in the Mustangs week 2. However, head coach Brent Venables doubts that this matchup would have resulted in a win last year.
The mindset, the attitude, a lot of things were self-inflicted, as we know, but also I go back to the off-season, the workouts, the intentional part of it. I think the mindset is huge, and it's something that's different about this team.
The Sooners head up I-44 next Saturday to Tulsa to play the Golden Hurricanes. Reporting from Owen Field, Kaylee Carnine, OU Nightly.
OU linebacker Danny Stutzman was named Walter Camp FBS National Defensive Player of the Week and Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week with 17 tackles and a fumble recovery against SMU. Defensive coordinator Ted Roof says Stutzman's hard work is starting to pay off.
He's put a lot of effort and a lot of sweat equity in, and he's starting to see some of the results of that, and real proud of him. And at the same time, can continue to push him, and he's going to push himself to get better because that's what we got to do.
Despite his efforts in the game, Danny Stutzman still lost against OU Parking Services. Stutzman shared this on Twitter that his card was towed during the game. And the NFL is officially back, and some former Sooners showed out on Sunday. Baker Mayfield threw for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns in Tampa Bay's upset win at Minnesota. And Philadelphia Eagles QB Jalen Hurts threw for 170 yards and a TD in their win over the Patriots. And from former Sooner legends to future ones, OU softball is ranked as the #1 transfer class in the country for next season by D1 Softball. The class is highlighted by Carly Keeney and former Oklahoma State cowgirl Kelly Maxwell. And OU football got another boost in recruiting, landing a 4-star defensive lineman recruit, Nigel Smith, on Friday night. Per 24/7 Sports, Smith's commitment takes OU to the #12 recruiting class for the 2024 season. Back to you.
Coming up, a pet specialist makes it her mission to reunite a dog with its owner after a month.
And we'll get one last look at our weather after the break.
I'm Chewy Dominguez at the OU Nightly Update Desk. State Superintendent Ryan Walters just released a statement on the new Western Heights principal. John Glenn Elementary hired Dr. Shane Mernon. Recently, photos of Mernon resurfaced on his previous work as a drag queen. Ahead of the district school board meeting tonight, Walter calls on the school to fire the administrator. Spencer, Mecca.
A woman reunites with her dog after she'd gone missing for 3 weeks at the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport.
Paula Rodriguez was flying internationally when she was separated from her dog Maya following her escape from Delta Airlines custody. A pet recovery specialist made it her mission to return Maya to her owner and was in luck. Maya was seen Saturday morning and was home safely Saturday night.
I've seen lots of hoodies and sweaters across campus today.
Yeah, and it seems like it could be cloudy the rest of the week. Let's check in with Sam Patterson for one last look at the radar.
You guys are absolutely right. We've had clouds all day. Temperatures down nearly 30 degrees from what we saw just yesterday. Still have some rain as well, so definitely going to want to keep those rain jackets nearby. Fortunately, showers did break up a little bit, but they are coming right back towards Norman in just a few minutes. Again, next 7 days, temperatures for the most part going to be in those mid and upper 70s until we get to this weekend. Ladies?
Well, thank you for watching OU Nightly. I'm Spencer Plato.
And I'm Mecca Thompson. Be sure to watch OU Nightly live weekdays at 4:30. Good night.